what's up you guys? It's Shan and I'm back with another video. I know my hair looks rough, I know I look like a corpse, but I wanted to make another video. So today I'm doing the how I used to do my makeup, or like how I did my makeup in high school video, because I think they're really funny and I look really different now than what I looked like when I was in high school, so I think it's kind of interesting. I'll like insert like a cool montage, just a bunch of pictures of me from high school here. I don't have all of the products that I used when I was in high school. I have a majority of them, but I don't have like everything, so I'm not like one of those official people. But what I do have is that I can dress like how I dressed in high school in this video, so alright. All I did was go put on a Panic at the Disco t-shirt. So me in high school was definitely not the coolest. Baby Shan, she sure loved being emo. And then I kind of like came out of it a little, not really. And I like really taught myself how to do makeup. When I got my first eyeshadow palette, which was for real like the Naked 3, which I like still had, like this is the original one. I'm gonna get pink eye from it, but it's cool. Also, my eyebrows were horrendous. Like there's this one picture where they look like tadpoles, like looks like an earthworm. Like it's bad. I'll insert pictures, it's fine.
Oh, it's Shan. I just ate 12 Cinnabon Delights because I lack serious self-control, and I'm here to complain.
Alright, so I have acne, like every other person in the world, so it is what it is. Okay, so first things first, I didn't, like when I did my makeup in high school, I wasn't like super big on washing my face. I didn't use like primer. I don't even think I used like a moisturizer. Like I think I just like straight up like slapped foundation on. So I have the foundation I used like in high school, which is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear in 110 Ivory C. So I use like I think like a flat foundation brush most of the time until I got a beauty blender. And I could cheat and use a beauty blender. I also used like way too much, so like I pumped way too much on the back of my hand, and I don't like this. Okay, so I just kind of painted it like all over my face, not in any particular way. And I also didn't wear concealer at all because I don't think I knew what freaking concealer was, or I think I knew, but I was like, I don't need it. My acne isn't that bad. Like, surprise. Probably was. Like putting this on randomly because I don't freaking use flat foundation brushes. Yeah. I remember being in school and like I took a nap. I took a nap one day and like I like lifted up my head from my hoodie and I had like a full face, so like foundation on my hoodie. It was kind of funny. Right, and then I did kind of blend down onto my neck, but like not really. I would use a like a foundation powder, like another Lancome product, like foundation powder on top of it, but I don't have that anymore because I didn't use foundation powder. So I'm just gonna set my face. Okay, so I've set my face, and next I didn't wear bronzer for like a really long time, and then at some point I started wearing bronzer because I thought it was like important, because I was like, oh my god, I have such a baby face. Like this is when contouring like first like not became a thing, but became like a popular thing where everyone was doing it. So I used the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I just used the little, this is super dirty. Oh no. Okay, so I just used this is super dirty, which is like iconic because I never cleaned anything. Also, I would just like go in here and so I'm already regretting this. Okay, so we just pack her. No, oh my god, no, I hate this already, I hate it. And then on the other side, repeat, but it probably wouldn't be even. Are they even? No, they're not. So, and then I do the same thing like up here on my forehead, like right here. And then I hit my jawline, and like I'd always get it a little bit too high, so then I'd have like, I'd look like I'd have a beard. Like, you know, on RuPaul's Drag Race, that one episode where they're like, you've like contoured on a beard. So then I wouldn't blend that quite just yet. I blending is like an extreme term. So I'm gonna go into this Tarte blush in the shade Captivating. So I'm going with this Lancome brush, which is one that I used when I was in high school. And I'd honestly just like, I always took too much product, which I know these Tarte blushes don't always have the most pigment. So I just take that right, okay, so right on top. And I think sometimes I'd even like go up here with the blush just to get that full like Neapolitan ice cream look like all around. Next, I would take like just like a little flat sponge like this, and I would just blend that all in seamlessly, right? Because now it looks so much better. Sponges, like y'all don't understand, sponges were my life. And I felt like everyone else used them, and I remember I like would go over to some of my friends' houses and I'd be like, oh, like I'd put in a little flat sponge and like no one else would use it, and they're like, why are you using that flat sponge? I'd be like, I don't know. It's just, you know, makeup tricks, tips. Makeup tricks and tips with Shan. Okay, up next is brows. So I would take a spoolie and like run through my brows. And like honestly, my natural brows aren't that bad now, but they were really bad back then. What I would do, because I felt like I really had to fill them in because I had over plucked them and like they were really thin, and like that's when thick brows were coming in and being like popular. So I wanted thick brows. So I would take my Naked Smoky palette and I would take this super dark shade Whiskey, and I'd take an angled brush and I'd get my brush wet. So I dip it in here, and this powder, this eyeshadow wet, and I would, oh god no, it's too dark. Oh, that's too dark. And I'd come in here and I'd do like the top. I don't want to do what I used to. I wouldn't, like, there was no blending, like it was always like, there was like the fade, like when the fade came really popular, like no. I just slapped her on. And I thought my brows were too short, so I drag it out. Do you see how actually dark this is? Like, what? So then I would be like doing this number. So it was straight up that on my face. Now maybe I'm like exaggerating, but this is what I used to do. All right, so we're gonna go in on the other side. I can't believe I use this. Like, I know it looks probably darker now because I have lighter hair, but this is way too dark for me. Like some days I would round the ends of them and like really trying to master how awful these looked. That's about right. So one would be super square, one would be literally a box, and the other one would be like rounded. It's like I was up in my bathroom like thinking I was a makeup queen, but oh my god, I wasn't. I would take this like dark brown, I think it was like Merle Norman brow gel. I don't have that tinted brow gel, but I do have an Anastasia one that is actually too light for my eyebrows, so maybe it'll make this better. It probably won't. So this one's in caramel, which is not even what I normally would use. And I'd always get it like over the edges because I'd apply it super messily. And I felt like if people could see like that this wasn't my actual brow color near the front, I'd really like comb it out and put the brows on there. And see, I freaking messed. I said I messed them up, but they're already bad. Okay, so we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. I think I didn't start using, I freaking had foundation on the back of my hand, I touched it. I used to do that all the time. I wouldn't like wipe it off. If I put it on the back of my hand, I'd just leave it so it would dry. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna let her dry on the back of my hand. But I don't think I used any eyeshadow primers really. I think I used maybe the Urban Decay ones, like the ones that come in like the sample packs when you bought their palettes. Like I don't know if they still do that, but they did that when I bought this. So I used those. I'm going to be using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. So I'd use this. This one is actually dirty right now, which is awesome because they were never clean. when I used them because I didn't brush this for some reason. That's so gross. I would always dip into Nooner. This would be my crease shade, my transition shade, and I'd put her. Oh, it's already going south. Oh my god. Okay, and then I'd go into Liar, which is like the one right next to Nooner. And I'd go pretty much in these same places before. I like didn't fully realize how bad it was until I'm doing this right now. I would go into Factory, which is the next brown. I would go in the exact same places. After we did all of that, I would take the other side of this and I would go into Burnout, which is like this little pinky color right here. So, and then I'd take it and I'd go on my lid with this pinky color. And I remember I never thought it showed up enough, so I'd like dig into it to like try and get it to show up. Alright, so then we have our lid color. I remember if I was feeling real fancy, I'd go into Dust, which is the like more sparkly. Oh, why did I just drop it and like murder it even more? Go into Dust, which is like a more sparkly pink color, and I'd put it on my lid if I was feeling fancy. And I'd also dig into this one to really try and find the pigment that didn't exist. I think I would also like, I don't know if I went under my under eye, but if I did, I think I would just use Nooner. And finally, I take this and that had all the sparkly stuff on it, and I would dip into, this is called, when you have to brush the dust off to read the name, Strange, which is just kind of like a nudie whitish shade. And I'd go above my brows to try and highlight my brow bone. Okay, so next up is liner. One thing I would do is I would take a NYX Jumbo eye pencil eyeliner in Milk, which is just like the white one and there's like stuff on it. And I would go in the inner corner of my eyes, and I take my finger and I just like smudge it out. So like an inner corner highlight with just this like white pencil. I did do highlighter, like I would take the like Benefit High Beam, which I have, and I'd be done with my eyelash, with my eye makeup, and everything, and then I'd do this last, and I'd smudge it all over my cheeks, on my chin, on my Cupid's bow, on my nose. I do it down here. I freaking do it right here. I would like dot it like I'm going to Coachella or something on my eyebrows. So I just take my fingers, just like two fingers, or like one finger, and just like smudge it and try to blend it out. Most of the time I would either try to tap, but it wouldn't work because it was already drying, so I just like smudged it. Like I just took my fingers and I smudged it all over. Okay, so for lipstick, what I would always wear was like MAC's Velvet Teddy, and I would always line my lips with Whirl. Oh my god, I used to be so bad about overlining my lips, so like, I'll just show you. And I do this little X thing. Oh, y'all. Oh, no. Oh my god, I go straight up clown. And then I take it and I go. Just put it everywhere. Don't Don't ask me why I'm trying to talk while I'm putting on lipstick, but I don't know. Alright, so I straightened my hair very poorly. And I'm wearing a full-on outfit like I did in high school, like I'm maybe wearing jeans from high school, but I wanted to show you guys in better lighting what the makeup actually looks like. Answer is bad. Oh no! Okay, so I'm gonna go outside and do like a little outfit of the day montage. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you laughed and cringed along with me on this wild journey of being 15 again. Alright, I'm gonna definitely try to upload more often. I know this is like the first video I've like uploaded in like 4 weeks, but I definitely want to get on a regular schedule, so you know. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on my social media, and I'll see you guys next week.